Hello, and welcome back to Syndicalism in Wallonia, aka Kaiserreich. So we're in a situation. We are going to... We're gonna prepare the attack as soon as this guy gets out. Alright. Looks like the French have decided not to intervene. That's alright. In fact, that's perfect. We've also now withdrawn all our volunteers, which is a bit of a trade-off. I think we can just call everyone to this. Assuming this doesn't break stuff. Okay, we've negotiated debt restructuring. Okay, we have depth charge throwers. Alright. Radar is nice. Where are we in terms of... Sheesh. Alright, how are we doing in terms of everything? These turns take longer and longer every time. I don't think we've lost... We think we've lost, like, one. Oh, the Swiss state. Not what we want to spend our power on, though. The thing we want to spend our political power on is this. I think the thing we probably need to do is establish the W system. We've been delaying this long enough. I don't know. Actually, buy time with spies is probably also good. All of these are good. I think we need to buy time with spies. We've now reached the point where we need to start caring about everything. Okay. Okay. Union of Britain threatens Iceland and the Azores. The Socialist Navy has left its naval base in Liverpool, is heading toward Iceland and the Azores. Although this move seems to be just a show of force, it should not be ignored. This is not a direct threat towards the Reichspakt, but many officials believe that leaving it unattended is not a wise choice. An appropriate answer would be sent out the Hochfloat, but this is opposed by most Germans who prefer further preparations before decisive action against the Union is taken. I think we're going to demonstrate our power, our own power. this whole situation also means we can kind of redistribute our resources in terms of volunteers, which is nice, though this is certainly inconvenient. Oh man, that loss of political power is actually brutal. And there's all our volunteer forces. We can just leave them, frankly. Yeah, that's it. We've capitulated them. Easy as pie. Yeah, we're just gonna be like, give that to us. And that's it. Alright. Okay. You're up to 20. Yeah, the weekly stability burn is really nasty. There's also new events for occupation. The Fate of Wallonia. There we go. Bozos are back again. Ah! Alright, we're in a Fate of Wallonia. Liberate it. Grant to our Flemish allies. Do nothing. Hainaut, Viver, Liège. Hainaut and Liège. What is Viver? There we go. That's something. We should be able to get government paralysis back under control. We should be. Soon. Alright, we have like 15 days left, 28 there. Yeah, I think we don't need to worry about pressing this button again. Okay. Duke of Saxburg-Coburg, Gotha, receives British dissidents. Last weekend, peculiar events took place at Friedstein Palace in Gotha, the winter residence of Duke Karl Edward of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha. A grand gala of Anglo-German fellowship. The Duke welcomed many representatives from the former British Empire, as well as important functionaries of British émigré circles, including the infamous Committee for the Restoration of Great Britain. It is no wonder that Karl Edward, a grandson of Queen Victoria, whose English titles were revoked in 1917 under the Titles Deprivation Act, seeks close ties with such controversial dissident organizations. Germany has long gained a reputation in English emigre circles as the last bulwark against socialism, and the formerly shunned Duke is now praised by his ex-enemies as a brilliant example of Anglo-German ties. The circumstance is underpinned by Carl Edwards' personal ideology, demonstratively reactionary and authoritarian. He's anything but a friend of the post-March Constitution's era's parliamentary order, something that has found favor with the CRGB, an elitist group consisting primarily of exiled English businessmen and nobles. Apart from the British guests, numerous local German dignitaries also appeared at the gala, such as business tycoons and representatives of the Duchy's national conservative state government. Thuringia has been a hotbed of right-wing thought for several years, and Gotha, in particular, has been the seat of government with DVLP participation since the early 1930s. The Fatherland Party maintains close ties to the far-right British dissent scene, and the Weimar-based DVLP-aligned publisher Walther Bachmeister translated and circulated many distant literary works. As long as such meetings take place behind closed doors and are not associated with our government, they principally do not pose a problem. Nevertheless, in times of rising global tensions, caution is advised. A bit more apolitical professionalism would suit the Coburg Duke quite well. A welcome event, and hopefully won't cause any drama. I wonder about that. You know, I bet they will cause drama. Is this our frickin' event? The demand for action is getting close, too. Tension between neo-Virginists and leftists. The two young activist wings of the SDP, who were both important in the genesis of the All-Democratic Front, the neo-revisionists led by Theodor Halbach and Karl Mierendorf, the Marxist left by Kurt Rosenfeld and Max Siedlitz, understandably agree on little beyond their apparent cause against the reactionary right. The question of an appointment in the front's propaganda department has renewed conflict between these two wings. It's now up to us to decide which of them to favor. I could gain loyalty, or I could lose loyalty. Demand for action. Yeah, that's fine. We equal suffrage, and then immediately press one of these buttons. We'll be fine. We could even do cartel busting, but that's really going to peeve off the LVP. Let's give this position to the left. The SDP left is very loyal, though. Maybe we give it to the neo-revisionists and just accept that we're spending loyalty. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, we need to send volunteers. Oh, they've lost Sophia. That's really annoying. Okay. We're sending Hoepner's force and air volunteers to Bulgaria. We're going to send Witzlebahn to the Papal State. We'll send Lieb. And then we need to send our best boys, which is the uncommanded force with tanks and stuff. Yeah. Send it forth. We might be able to beat the CSA. I'm not feeling super confident. That's fine. Alright. The Carless can have probably Walther Model's forces. I would really like to win there, or at least not lose. And finally, Argentina. You can have the commanderless army there. Okay. Somehow the Wadai Emirate is still around. How's that going? I don't think it's a big issue, though. We probably want to send Guatemala some volunteers as well. We'll send Kleist's force. Ah, yes, in the Italian Republic.
Angetreten. Angetreten.
At least cavalry. I'm just gonna make them infantry. Like, literally no reason not to.
Angetreten.
And we'll unassign Kesselring. There! Very good. There's so many buttons we can press, it's ridiculous. How are they doing anyways? Fervor is high, fervor is high, yeah, okay. Buy time with spies, alright. No enemy cipher. We'll do the, French. I feel like that's gonna be decisive. Oh, I should initiate land reform. Boop! Go land reform. That will reduce our stability burn, right? How are we doing on this? 25? Are you kidding me? We still can't equal suffrage? Ugh. We should be able to... Alright. I think now we probably W system. We had Jacobius, I guess. I'm not incredibly thrilled by that. We Department of New World operations. No, we should W system. Okay, Paraguay's been annexed. That makes my life easier. I want to press that button, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. I put Manstein in charge of that. And we have to scheme out what our big swipe is going to be. I think we try another upward thrust. We're going to fight for Pierre again, because, as we all know, Pierre, South Dakota is the critical battle of the critical position. The Pope's boys. I'm probably not going to successfully relieve La Spezia, but you can try. The Sicilians should probably do likewise, honestly. Better to concentrate our forces than disperse them, if we can avoid it. The Bulgarians! I kind of have two options here. I could try to take back Sofia. Or I could try to not. I think I'm going to try to take back Sofia. Alright. That's more folks. This force, obviously, go defend things. Kuchner. Go defend Madrid. Nope, sorry, I'm going to trade you out for Kesselring. They have retaken Santiago. That's pretty unfortunate, but whatever. I'm going to try to force people back to... to that river line. Go for it. Guatemala. What I can do is I can, if I really need political power, I can do this. I think I might really want political power. This is annoying, but, like, I really, really want to burn down these folks. Okay. People's Republic of Honduras appears to have teamed up against Guatemala. Alright. Okay, Wadai has capitulated, finally. Okay. We got it. W system. We need more airplanes very badly. Okay, we have taken back Sofia. We just need to hold the surrounding, try to hold the surrounding hills and stabilize our position. Okay, we lost more SDP left loyalty. That is annoying, but survivable. Their loyalty was pretty high, actually. Okay. We should be able to go from W system directly into equal suffrage, which should help stamp down the big jerks in Prussia. I don't know, man. Are you kidding me? Alright, well, I'm gonna do this. Screw stability. Because I need it. Alright. Street clashes! Activists of the All-Democratic Front have entered into a clash with far-right activists from the... Oh, that's nice. The DVLP, DSP, and DVP during a protest in favor of democratic rights today. There were no deaths, but a few wounded. This violent struggle to defend our rights against the reaction brings us close together, but also comes at a cost. We won't stop now. That's fine. We just need to make sure that we have enough organization. That can cost us some stability. That sucks, but like, the sooner we stab wound the okay, how are we doing here? We feel like we're in a pretty good spot. We still haven't gotten to the front line, so, you know. That's a bold plan, but I think we could do it. The famous Japanese... Oh, boo. We lost our, juicy integration bonus. That's really annoying. We're almost gonna puppet the Irish. Alright, we're gonna... Not that means anything. What the heck? Second naval plan. How do we bypass that? What do you mean bypass the second naval plan? What's that? Okay. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that did. We want to be more prepared. We want to wait. Ukrainian exports soar. The war in America has drastically reduced the amount of exported wheat in the world markets, and our loyal ally Ukraine has been among those greatly profiting. From the tragedy taking place in the United States. In addition, the world around us has been recovering from the horrible economic recession, despite the looming threat of war, and the still sore wounds from the results. The Ukrainian exports have recovered well. The willingness on the part of the Soropatsky administration to export grain to Germany certainly has its benefits. To some extent, Ukrainian dominance over the grain market has its opponents among more protectionist-minded individuals, however. Never another turnip winter. Seriously. We're going to pursue equal suffrage in Prussia.
Say there, did you hear the news? Psycho worked at trimming shoes. Van said he was a peddling man. Pushed a smoosh cart with his hand.
Oh, crud. Right, demand for action is low, but...
Psycho and Vanzetti are gone. They left me here to sing this song. Psycho's born across the sea, somewhere over the Van on Kernan's spine, drank the best Italian wine. Psycho sailed to sea one day, landed up in the Boston Bay. Van sailed the ocean blue and landed up in Boston too.
Oh boy.
Good men's a long time gone. Two good men's a long time gone.
All right, news from the Emerald Isle. Back in December of last year, crucially important news arrived in Berlin through newspapers. Officials and agents in the Isle warning the collapse into anarchy in the country's north, and as a result, the Irish Republican Army, dissatisfied with the elected government's apparent inability to maintain order, has overthrown it in a coup d'etat with assistance from the German military and political advisors. Additionally, the German Empire was swift in recognizing the new regime, bestowing upon it international legitimacy. While it appears the heads of the push intend to seek out a puppet leader through which they are able to rule from the shadows, with Ireland's predominantly Germanophilic top brass pulling the strings, the Teutonic leadership is reassured that not only shall German economic interests be secured, but also the Irish shall bring an end to the present neutrality in favor of joining the Reichspakt. With the Western Republic now firmly aligned with Germany, this may prove itself to be a significant boon in a future war against the Internationale, as the access of German forces to bases on the island provides them with strategic location for which they can threaten Great Britain by imposing a naval blockade on and claiming aerial dominance over the island, eventually preparing the ground for an invasion. Wonderful news. Here's to our Irish allies.
I'll tell you the prosecutor's name. Katzman, Adams, Williams, Kane. The judge and lawyers put it down. They done more tricks than circus clowns. Two good men's a long time gone. Two good men's a long time gone.
Okay, military coup in Ireland.
Two good men's a long
Over the past year, the Irish Republic has seen rising tensions over the Ulster Privileges, measures intended to grant autonomy to British loyalists, which have been accused of enabling anti-Catholic discrimination, resulting in an outbreak of mass rioting necessitating the introduction of martial law. However, the Irish Army, blaming the government for the state's instability, has seized positions in Belfast and Derry before taking Dublin. With diplomatic support from Germany, it is expected the coup's leaders will appoint a puppet civilian administration while entrenching their rule behind the scenes and align the nation with German interests by promoting their military to establish bases on the island and joining the Reichspakt. Ireland's security and our security are one and the same. Alright, I will see you in the next episode. We are in April of 1938, and we are very rapidly heading towards war. See you then. Bye-bye.